Miss Warawan. So you have the floor now, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sahid, and thank you, Luis, for the opening remark. Let me share my screen. Actually, what I'm planning to share with everyone today is not only one project, but I would like to share about the information regarding my organization, which is like even we call ourselves as a for-profit organization, like we are the consultant company, but what I can say is like more than half of our project work we are focusing on nonprofit organization, nonprofit issue, and also like development issue. And at the same time, we are trying to do something to return our profit to the society. For example, like we do like to provide a scholarship to the student in the university, and we also join some kind of like a non-profit activity with some NGO if we can, or like donate some in kind and in cash budget to support the civil is like a community, civil society and community-based organization. So as you can see from our screen right now, that I provide like the scholarship. Our organization, my organization, give the scholarship to the student, and that need to be like we have like a specific type of the student who can get this scholarship. For example, they are coming from the poor family, or like they are vulnerable people, or some of them are stateless student. So we can see how tight that they are need to face when they study in the university. So even the scholarship is not that much, but we aim that that can be a little bit supportive for them and encourage them to focus on study that will bring about the good future for them. So my company is called FN Educon, which is which is Educon is from the education and conference, because we are working in the two parts. Like we focus on the something that related to education. It can be development, sustainability, humanity, and innovation. So everything that related to like to enhance the knowledge and skill of the people, especially in terms of development and sustainability. That is our intention to build up this company. And so we focus on the research project that again for with the nonprofit organization. So you may used to hear some organization like Save the Children, UNICEF, World Health Organization, the Plan International, that we work for them quite frequently. And then we do like the research project for them, both qualitative and quantitative. And finally, the project, this kind of research project will end up with the recommendation at the policy level and implementation level that can more or less, we cannot say that the government will change because of our recommendation, but at least we can speak up. We can speak on behalf of the vulnerable people, and then at least we can alert the government and alert the policymaker to know that these problems still remain, and they, as a government, as a duty bearer, they should do something for these vulnerable people. And the next one is evaluation project. There are a lot of development projects in Thailand and in Southeast Asia, and also right now my company expand the network to South Asia. And I think my intention is like we would like to have the partnership in around the world at the global level, and in Africa as well. As I said, there are a lot of development project, but some we have to admit that some project is not successful. because of some reason. So in this case, we work as a evaluation team, not to say that you are wrong, you did something wrong, and try to blame someone when the project is not successful. But we try to find what we say is like the evaluation and learning exercise. So we can learn from our failure. So we know this is a lesson learned from us, and what is successful can be the good practice for that project and for the other project as well. So this is what we aim to use a different platform to evaluate the development project in Thailand and in our region as well. And for this year, we have like evaluation project in South Asia, like in India, in Nepal, and in Bangladesh as well. And we also work on the meeting preparation. This is a kind of request from like several of our clients. They said like, okay, I come up with the finding from the evaluation project or from the research project already, but how we can promote or present that kind of finding. So it need to be done via meeting, or it can be like what we can do is it will be a kind of like several things that we can do in the different platform. Like we can do workshop, we can do like yes, workshop is one thing. We can do something like group work. We can do like theater presentation. We can do like participatory activities, or if we can just do like the traditional meeting that there one presenter, two presenter to present the finding, and then the Q&A session or the seminar, the forum, whatever. So this is a request from the client that we also want our company to do that as well. I said, okay, fine, we can do that. And then like we will try to design the platform which can be like which can accommodate all of the stakeholder to present or to provide their feedback to us, because some stakeholder are very like they are very quiet, but they have something in their mind. So but if we do something like what we can say like a traditional meeting, maybe they have no space to speak, or maybe they feel very shy to speak. Even some of them cannot read and write well. So this case, we need to analyze our stakeholder and to decide the meeting preparation and to decide what platform of the meeting will be the best for them, and like try to encourage them to speak from the bottom of their heart. Or they can do something like, let's say if they are very young and if they don't know how to read and write, they can like to draw a picture, or they can sing a song, whatever that they can do to represent their opinion. We also do that as well. And something logistic like to book the hotel, to prepare for the transportation, whatever, and like the report. And yes, that kind of thing is what that is part of our service as well. So we focus on three things. I think honesty is very important, because like I found some research finding with a report, or like a kind of study that they are not they try to, I don't say that they change, but they try to like twist, or they try to make some a little bit different finding to make the overall finding look good. So this kind of thing, like I will tell the client in the very beginning that we will not do that. If we find anything that will be the problem or already the problem, we will report them. But it is their consideration if they would like to report the donor or not. So this is like this is that kind of consideration beyond my company responsibility. But I will report everything that is exactly happen in the field. But what we try to do is like we will not blame anyone. We will say that because to implement one project, not only one person can do. There are a lot of stakeholders, and each stakeholder has a different background. They're coming from the different knowledge, skill, and also they also have their own work. Let's say like if they are the government agency, they also have their full-time job that they have to handle. And if they handle this kind of extra project, it means like they need to pay extra time for doing this. So sometimes the project will not be implemented effectively enough. So this kind of thing can happen. It is not their fault, but we need to try to find what really happened in the field and report that to our client and creator. As I mentioned earlier, that sometimes the stakeholder is not what I can say is like what they call is like they are the vulnerable people. Some of them experience something very bad in their life, like gender-based violence. Some of them have a very bad experience when they was young. So in this case, we need to find a way. We cannot just come and ask them. Yes, we can do if they are adult, but we also need to make the decision if this kind of question is necessary or not, or if this kind of question, this group of questions are too sensitive for them or not. If it is too sensitive, we shouldn't ask them. Or if we also need to look at the capacity of our interviewee, or like the one that we will talk to them. If they are the people with disability, we also need to come up with some approach that can support them to speak up, or to illustrate what they happen in their heart. So this kind of thing coming up. So we try to like to be more creative in terms of the data collection and analysis and enthusiasm. We enthusiasm in this sense, it means like we are not just like working on this kind of thing because we have to do it. It is not like I established my company because I want to earn the money. Yes, of course, I want to survive. It doesn't mean that I want to be very rich to do this. But at the same time, I would like to know what happened, what really happened in this society. Why some group of the people still poor when I was born 40 years ago, and until now they are still poor. Why the same problems still remain. So I still would like to know. And I saw the effort that a lot of organizations they try to use a different approach, different way to support these people, to encourage these people, to help these people. But uh yes, some projects are very successful, but why some projects are not like that? So I really want to know, and I actually want to know what the government are doing, what happened in the governance, what happened in the parliament, how come this kind of issue, this kind of problem still remain. This is enthusiasm in the sense of my company. So this is a summary. Like we do like the data collection, we do like the training and support as well. Like for example, we used to do like the participatory training, participatory research training for the people living in the uh, ethnic minority group. So we would like to train the young children to know how to collect the data, how to negotiate with the adult, because we need to understand. Like I think the situation in every country, in every location of the world, maybe we have the people that they are like the minority comparing to the majority, and their voice wouldn't be heard. So and they are also got face the limitation based on the culture as well. So this kind of thing, I used to do the training for them to like encourage them, and to do like the scenario, the mock-up scenario. What will happen if they talk to these people? What will happen if they talk to the community leader, to the religious leader, or to the parent, children to the teacher, something like that. So this kind of thing is like, I think if we can build up the capacity, if we can encourage the young people to uh, call for or to have the advocacy to have the advocacy skill since they were young. When they grow up, they can call for their right, and they can also teach their children to do that as well. So this is like the service, the overall service that we do. And the last one is educational consultation, because there are a lot of what I need to say is like there are quite many children that finally they decide not to study anymore because they feel like, okay, they need to spend like you have to spend about 20 years to study from the kindergarten or from the primary level to the university level. But some of them have the problem in terms of the finance, or in terms of like they don't have the status as a Thai people. They don't have the nationality, and without the nationality, what kind of profit if they graduate university, because there will be no workplace accept them. They cannot work in the general workplace. More or less, they need to do like the daily labor, and it is very easy for them to be the victims of the human trafficking, or like the sex worker trafficking or something like that. So I try to provide them like the information, the education information, and not only for the vulnerable children, but for the common people as well. Like if they would like to study in this kind of field and they don't know how, let's say like they want to study art and they want to study like they want to sing a song, they don't know how to do, they don't know how to go. And especially like right now we are focusing on the Muslim student living in the southern part of Thailand, because they would like to study in the Muslim country, but there is no educational agency provided information for them. So I'm quite lucky that I study to master abroad. So I have a Muslim people in my classmate. So more or less I can connect those people, and then I can get a kind of inside information from the Middle East country, and then I can convey that message to the people to the young people in Thailand and their parents to make the decision on this matter. And of course, we work quite a lot, and we don't work alone. So we have like the collaborative, and Dr. Sahid, you are one of our collaborative as well, because like we work with the collaborative from many country, and the different issue. For example, for me, my background is social work, peace study, and human rights law. So I don't know anything about agriculture. I don't know anything about communication skill. So I need to depend on the collaborator. So right now we have about 36 collaborators, and those are like have a different expertise that can support our company, my company. And so this is you can see like some of our clients. Right now we have almost 100 clients working for us, and this is like the expertise. We can share this to Dr. Sahid later, that can further share it with you. And this is all from my company. Thank you so much. And regarding the project that Dr. Sahid mentioned, actually, it doesn't mean that I will just work for the project that can give me the money. I from time to time, if I have a chance, I collaborate with my friend when I study abroad, or even my friend when I study bachelor degree with them, to implement some, like it is a kind of CSR project, or it is a kind of non-profit project to in the different issue. For example, right now we submit the proposal to the Nippon Foundation, and we are waiting for the result. That project will focus on the migrant children living in Thailand. The project aim to support them how to overcome the discriminatory approach, how to overcome the discriminatory uh, the discriminatory policy and sometimes like the stereotyping of the people, and it's like to support them in terms of the languages that they can communicate with the Thai people, and also help them to find a school or to find a job that proper with their capacity. Yes, this is all of my company, and if you have any question, please feel free to ask.
Miss Warawan, you see, first time that you first spoke on this very session was like, yes, I'm not from the English background, but of course I am having a kind of a mastery and proficiency in English. But this is a global platform. Please, can you summarize what you have said in Thailand language for a few minutes?
You
What's
want,
the language of Thailand? What's the name of the Thailand language? I don't know.
you want me to speak in Thai?
Yeah. Is it Thai? That is the language of Thailand.
Yes.
Is it Thai? Yeah. Summarize what we have said in 5 minutes in Thai. Let's feel the global dynamism of this very platform. Yes. Let us hear that.
Okay. So I will summarize what I am saying in Thai for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thai. Anyway, I need to speak Thai in my daily life, right? Okay. ค่ะก็เออ บริษัทของเรานะคะ FN Educon ค่ะก็คำว่า Educon เนาะ Educon ก็มาจากeducation ที่แปลว่าการศึกษานะคะแล้วก็ con ก็คือ conference เนาะก็คือการจัดการประชุมนะคะก็บริษัทของเราอะค่ะก็จะมีบริการหลายๆอย่างเนาะมีอย่างแรกเนี่ยก็คือจะเป็น research project นะคะเป็นการทำโครงการวิจัยอะค่ะซึ่งส่วนใหญ่แล้วก็จะเป็นโครงการวิจัยที่เกี่ยวข้องกับการพัฒนานะคะแล้วก็ลูกค้าของเราเนี่ยคนที่มาจ้างเราทำเนี่ยค่ะก็จะเป็นองค์กรพัฒนาทั้งในระดับประเทศแล้วก็ในระดับสากลนะคะส่วนการทำevaluation project อะค่ะก็จะเป็นโครงการที่เกี่ยวข้องกับการตรวจประเมินโครงการนะคะซึ่งเราก็จะมีหลายๆแพลตฟอร์มหลายๆเทมเพลตนะคะที่จะเอามาใช้ในการตรวจประเมินโครงการตรงนี้นะคะซึ่งวัตถุประสงค์ของเราจริงๆแล้วเนี่ยไม่ได้ต้องการที่จะโยนความผิดให้ใครเนาะว่าทำไมโครงการนี้ถึงไม่สำเร็จหรือว่าโครงการนี้ถึงไม่เป็นไปอย่างที่คาดหวังแต่ว่าเราต้องการที่จะมาแสวงหาความรู้ร่วมกันนะคะว่าเพราะอะไรโครงการนี้ถึงประสบความสำเร็จก็กลายเป็นการปฏิบัติที่ดีเนาะเป็น good practice แต่ว่าถ้าหากว่าส่วนไหนที่ยังเป็นข้อบกพร่องเป็นอุปสรรคอยู่เนี่ยเราก็มาช่วยกันหาทางแก้ไขนะคะส่วน meeting preparation เนี่ยก็คือการเตรียมการประชุมนะคะเพราะว่าตรงนี้เนี่ยก็เหมือนเป็นข้อเรียกร้องส่วนหนึ่งจากทางผู้ที่เราทำงานด้วยนะคะว่าอยากให้มีเวทีที่จะเปิดโอกาสในการแลกเปลี่ยนข้อมูลที่เราค้นพบนะคะร่วมกับผู้มีส่วนได้ส่วนเสียกลุ่มต่างๆนะคะโดยเฉพาะผู้มีส่วนได้ส่วนเสียที่อาจจะเป็นกลุ่มเปราะบางเนาะอาจจะมีความไม่เข้าใจในเรื่องของการใช้ภาษาหรือว่าอาจจะมีระดับของการอ่านออกเขียนได้เนี่ยไม่ค่อยสูงมากนักนะคะเราก็จะอาจจะใช้วิธีการอื่นๆเนี่ยนะคะเพื่อที่จะสนับสนุนแล้วก็ให้พลังใจเขาอะนะคะในการที่จะสื่อสารออกมาสื่อสารความรู้สึกของตัวเองออกมาจากภายในนะคะทีนี้มี3ส่วนค่ะที่บริษัทของเราเนี่ยให้ความสำคัญเป็นพิเศษนะคะก็คือความซื่อสัตย์ค่ะความซื่อสัตย์ตรงนี้หมายถึงว่าไม่ว่าผลของการประเมินหรือการวิจัยออกมาเป็นอย่างไรนะคะเราก็จะพยายามที่จะนำเสนอผลออกไปให้สอดคล้องกับความเป็นจริงให้มากที่สุดนะคะในอันดับที่2ค่ะก็คือเราเป็นครีเอเตอร์นะคะเพราะว่ากลุ่มผู้มีส่วนได้ส่วนเสียที่เราไปปฏิบัติงานด้วยเนี่ยบางครั้งเนี่ยเป็นกลุ่มเปราะบางเนาะอาจจะประสบกับอุปสรรคหลายๆอย่างในการสื่อสารนะคะดังนั้นแล้วเนี่ยเราก็จำเป็นที่จะต้องเตรียมพร้อมนะคะมีความคิดที่มีความคิดสร้างสรรค์นะเนาะว่าจะสื่อสารกับพวกเขาอย่างไรจะเก็บข้อมูลจากกลุ่มของบุคคลกลุ่มเหล่านี้ได้อย่างไรบ้างอย่างเช่นกลุ่มคนพิการหรือว่ากลุ่มเด็กพิการเป็นต้นนะคะถัดไปก็คือความกระตือรือร้นเนาะเราเปิดบริษัทขึ้นมาแน่นอนค่ะว่าก็เพื่อยังชีพส่วนหนึ่งนะคะแต่ส่วนหนึ่งก็คือเราอยากจะรู้ค่ะว่าเพราะอะไรนะปัญหาสังคมเนี่ยที่เมื่อ40ปีที่แล้วตอนที่นกเกิดมาก็ยังอยู่ปัจจุบันนี้ก็ยังคงอยู่เหมือนเดิมนะคะเราก็เลยอยากรู้อะค่ะว่าเพราะอะไรที่ ปัญหาเหล่านี้ยังคงอยู่แล้วเราจะทำอย่างไรได้บ้างที่จะแก้ไขปัญหาเหล่านี้นะคะเพราะว่าเท่าที่ทราบเนี่ยก็มีหลายๆองค์กรเนาะที่พยายามจะใช้วิธีต่างๆในการแก้ไขปัญหานะคะแล้วก็ตรงนี้เป็นบทสรุปนะคะของบริการของเรานะคะเรามีการจัดอบรมนะคะให้กับกลุ่มที่เป็นกลุ่มเปราะบางด้วยเนาะอย่างเช่นกลุ่มที่เป็นกลุ่มเด็กไร้สัญชาติหรือว่ากลุ่มเด็กชาติพันธุ์นะคะที่เราเคยไปอบรมให้เขาอะนะคะก็เพื่อที่จะให้เขาได้รับรู้รับทราบถึงสิทธิ์ของตัวเองเนาะแล้วก็เวลาที่จะไปพูดคุยกับคุณพ่อคุณแม่ผู้ปกครองนะคะหรือว่าผู้นำชุมชนเนี่ยจะสามารถพูดคุยได้ในลักษณะไหนบ้างนะคะแล้วก็ในส่วนสุดท้ายเลยค่ะถ้าหากเห็นในอันที่6เนาะก็คือเรามี educational consultation ค่ะก็คือว่าเรามีการให้บริการคำแนะนำให้การปรึกษาทางด้านการศึกษาด้วยนะคะเพราะว่าเราค้นพบว่ามีเด็กจำนวนไม่น้อยเลยทีเดียวที่ออกมาจากการศึกษาเนาะเพราะว่าเขารู้สึกว่าเขามองไม่เห็นอนาคตว่าถ้าเรียนจบไปแล้วจะทำอย่างไรนะคะเพราะว่าบางคนไม่มีสัญชาติเนาะบางคนก็มีครอบครัวที่มีฐานะยากจนนะคะในขณะเดียวกันค่ะเราก็ให้บริการด้านคำปรึกษาเนี่ยเกี่ยวกับการศึกษาในประเทศทางตะวันออกกลางนะคะให้กับนักเรียนที่เป็นนักเรียนมุสลิมด้วยเพราะว่าเท่าที่ทราบมาเนี่ยในประเทศไทยของเราเองอะค่ะยังไม่ค่อยมีเอเจนซี่เนาะที่เปิดโอกาสที่เปิดตลาดในด้านนี้มากสักเท่าที่ควรนะคะเราก็เลยอยากจะมาเป็นกลุ่มแรกๆอะนะคะที่ได้ให้ข้อมูลกับน้องๆนักศึกษาตรงนี้นะคะแล้วก็เราไม่ได้ทำงานคนเดียวนะคะเราไม่สามารถที่จะทำงานในระดับ global ได้ทั้งหมดนะคะเราก็มีคนที่เราเรียกว่าเป็น collaborator เนาะที่มาให้ความร่วมมือประสานความร่วมมือกับเรานะคะแล้วก็แต่ละ collaborator แต่ละท่านเนี่ยก็จะมีความเชี่ยวชาญแตกต่างกันไปนะคะซึ่งเราก็ได้อาศัยความเชี่ยวชาญตรงนี้แหละค่ะในการที่จะผลิตเป็นงานวิจัยนะคะหรือว่างานตรวจประเมินกิจกรรมต่างๆของบริษัทออกมานะคะแล้วก็ตรงนี้ก็จะเป็นส่วนหนึ่งนะคะของลูกค้าของเรานะคะตอนนี้เราก็มีลูกค้าค่อนข้างจะเยอะมากแล้วนะคะก็มีเยอะมากกว่าที่อยู่ในสไลด์หน้านี้นะคะแล้วก็อันนี้เป็นบทสรุปของเรื่องความเชี่ยวชาญของเรานะคะว่าเรามีความเชี่ยวชาญในด้านไหนบ้างนะคะค่ะก็อันนี้เป็นทั้งหมดของเอ่อโครงการแล้วก็บริการของบริษัทเราค่ะ
Beautiful.
This
Wow,
is the first time for you to hear
wonderful.
Thai.
Wonder. Yeah. That is the way it should be. You see, we should try to promote that very inclusiveness and diversity. And let me call on one of our promoter of inclusiveness and diversity who talked about this last week. That's the Professor Flores Yusuf. What do you see to this session, please, ma? Professor Yusuf, ma.
Good morning. Am I on?
Yes, you are on, ma. Good morning, ma.
Good morning, the facilitator and the great presenter of today. You
Thank
have done a
you.
very good job. And you know, this topic is so contemporary and tropical. It's something we needed to know about. Because when you are talking of both qualitative and qualitative research, that is what we need. It's not only to be going for quantitative alone. Then marry the two together is a great one. And you have done justice to it. I want to give you a kudos. And even, using the two languages blindly, I'll come and register to learn from you. You have done a good job. So for our facilitator, honestly, we are doing well. And we are digging into something that will bring about sustainability. And that's the way to go. Thank you very much for the good job. So I'm with you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma. Thank you so much, ma.
Welcome.
Prof has actually deliberately invited me for a special meeting on Monday. We are going to discuss about most of the things that we are actually brought up. Thank you so much,
Yes.
my prof. And we have our wonderful chair here. Wonderful chair, Professor Femi Ajayi. Yes, what do you see to this very session, sir?
Thank you so much. And honestly, I'm not disappointed. I am excited again today, as ever. I'm very, very excited as ever. This is an all-inclusive kind of presentation, which gladdens my heart and gives me assurance that we are doing greatly well. Dr. Sahid, when we begin to wonder that do you sleep at all? Do you recess? That you
I
are
just
able to get these wonderful people to come and make us, to come and thrill us with I give you are so wonderful. And Dr. Saeed, thank you so very much for bringing such a wonderful resource person to our glare today. This one I think is marking that of the end of that of July, and we are going to move into another phase in August. I'm very sure that you must have all been preparing for our August edition. It's promising. It's promising. Thank you so very much. I'm excited. I'm so happy again today. Thank you. Well done.
thank you so much, Prof. Ajayi. Yes, let's move to Uganda, where we have Reverend Godfrey. Reverend Godfrey, uh, yes, how are you feeling? How are you feeling about this very session and being the first time that you are live with us, and about the projects that you are actually pushing and foundation you are leading in Uganda? And this is a Miss Warawan presentation that align with your thoughts and also what you are doing. What do you think?
Thank you, my brother, Dr. Sahed. And this is really very, very challenging. It is positively challenging. And I'm very, very much catapulted, and my heart is really pumping because this is something that is special from the presentation of our sister. And I want to thank you for selecting such a highly a visionary leader, impacting and has a very, very long journey to go. I think this forum, from this presentation, there should be something to think about, because in Africa and Uganda in particular, we need to tap from such presentations so that we can have an impact on human life, because our communities, our societies, and our countries need critical thinking and people with credible information that will help our society to grow and take a step. We have some people who are vulnerable, and some governments are very silent. Some governments are not talking, they are just enjoying their bread and cake, whereas some other people are left behind to suffer. And we who are inquisitive to know and learn about such issues, who are staying in the communities, we know what is taking place in our communities. So my brother, doctor, and the forum, from the presentation, we need to have a collaborative vision that can enhance our workability, and we can employ certain skills and borrow from our sister, where we need opportunities, where we need partnerships and collaborations, networking. We can enhance this, and we should not have envy. We should not embrace these areas of where people want to be selfish, because we need to have a system that can help us to network. Because in most cases, where she has said, education is very key. Education is the one that can facilitate us to fight against poverty, hunger, and all other forms of vulnerabilities. There is a saying which says that if education cannot benefit you, it will harm you. It will disappoint you. We should use education to facilitate all the systems in agriculture, in health, in all other aspects of life to improve human life. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful, because in Uganda, me myself, I am standing on the basis of transforming even the global. I want to join the network of people who are trying to bring issues that can affect positively and contribute positively to the globe. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And yes, I want to say that each of the leaders and the people that are on this very platform are a, a figure for communities. Let me put it that way. A figure standing on his or her own for many communities, for many communities. So if anyone is speaking on this very platform, is speaking on behalf of several thousands of people that he or she is connected to, for of a congregation. So if he is speaking as a single figure in that or in those communities. So we have a very huge base of influence we can make in the global space because of the people that we are actually connected to. There was one actual information that I shared on the group yesterday on LinkedIn. Deliberately, His Excellency Dr. Abdul Manaf sent me those messages that he is currently leading the advocacy and driving investments and trade in Africa, and he has been meeting several governments. It was last month in Egypt, meeting the top leadership of the Egyptian government, business, and people that they can see how they can implement certain sustainable development goals and the rest like that. But what I'm saying in essence is that the network has a broad-based community subdomains that we have the leadership that are actually representing them. And whenever we are talking about the partnership, we are talking about the partnership that has influence over several thousands, even billions of people. And that is the scope of how we are taking the project down on this very platform. And the last thing I want to say about this very presentation and what the comments has been all about is that it is possible to create a kind of a generational system of a global ecosystem that can assess or harness opportunities in funding, in research, in activities, in sustainability, change-making initiatives, and create positive impact within the global space. That was how the United Nations started. United Nations started from a 1, 2, 3 nations, and others key into it until they have 159 that they have now. And we still have few nations that are not party to that very United Nations agenda. The same thing, the SDGs. The SDG was an initiation of 1 or 2 people. And they started broadcasting it, presenting it in different seminars, in different platforms since 1950 through 1970, through 1990. And until 2015, they adopted that very SDG. It was somersaulted in 2000 that they call it MDG. But that is how the changing of the environment in the global space started. I've reviewed several scholarship platforms, the DAAD in Germany, the TWAS in the Asian world, and also so many of them. They started with just few people coming together to think how they can change the narration, and it's now become a big global platform that is driving positive change within the society. Where I am driving to is that we can put heads together, put our resources together, design something that can key into certain global space of funding. And once that is achieved, it has become a system on its own that can.
What,
Mr.
me?
List, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, it was a great session. That was a great presentation. Thank you so much. So you bring up a lot of issue, which I think is important. And especially, kids when they grow up, so there are a lot of stuff they really got blinded. so they don't know what's going on. It just depends on the adult tell them, you know. So if the adult is bad, so they always tell them the bad thing, obviously, right? So I think education is one of the key thing is more transparency to teach the kid the fundamental stuff. So I think that's really a key thing we should be all doing. Yeah, you have a great foundation, great company, and you're saying there's a lot of nonprofit organization partner with you, right? That's really good. Yeah, so because I think your mission really drawing to a lot of nonprofit, good heart people to support you. I think that's a good part. Yeah. So thank you for the wonderful presentation. So yeah, so maybe we can keep in touch. We can see maybe I can have some comic and also to help you guys kids over there in Thai. But I know you guys usually need to translate to Thai, right? Language. So that is a hard one, actually. Translate to Thai language. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for the presentation.
Thank you. Welcome.
And do you know that a part of the services being rendered by FN Educon is actually translation. So they have special commitment in translation. And of course, some of our books are going to be translated by Educon. That is what I can assure our members. Whenever we have resources, we have a dedicated hand that they can help us with it at a negotiable arrangement. Let me say negotiable arrangement. Yes, I think Miss Warawan talk about scholarship and helping certain students in different cases to actually explore opportunities abroad. Is it only limited to people within the Thailand, or anybody around the world can connect with you to see how they can benefit from such kind of a service?
Yes, actually,
Miss
yes, actually, we plan to make our scholarship the scholarship or something that we return to the society more and more. So it will not be only the scholarship, but it can be further. We are thinking like maybe next year we think about the internship, that the paid internship that someone can come to Thailand and work with our organization, and then like we will let that person or those people to know more about the situation, about like the vulnerable people, not only in Thailand, but in other countries as well. Because actually we got some requests from people coming from a different country to do the internship in my company. But I think like my company doesn't have enough capacity to do that this year. So maybe in next year we can do that in terms of the paid internship. And
can we do
so
something, Miss?
yes, and another thing that we are doing right now is like we also provide some like English course for the young people like who would like to enable themselves to build up their capacity to study abroad. So what I have done is like we pay like 50% and they pay 50%, and then like it's like to help them to pay less than they expect, and like and then they'll take English course. Then we hope that they can pass the English examination and then can go study abroad with the scholarship, with the full scholarship.
Yes, what I'm thinking around your project is this. At times, there is a kind of there are so many opportunities whereby when you have a designed support project, I call this support project, you are helping some set of people that are at disadvantage of at continuing their education or at getting job or at exploring the career opportunities. You are helping them. I think most of these things has a low-hanging fruit of funding, whereby they can be developed into projects. Then that very proposal will be submitted for sponsorship or funding. Are you looking in that very direction as well?
Yes, like I said, I and my friend also submit the proposal to some donor, potential donor, to support the the children of the migrant workers in Thailand, or the young migrant workers in Thailand to study in Thailand and to survive in Thailand.
Okay,
But
because
yeah, we
that
are
is
waiting for
where,
the result.
yes, because that is where actually it is a part of the concept note that we drafted for GSLSN, because it is just enhancing the learning experience and also providing support to the new generation as the next generation scholars and leaders, and that is where we are actually doing. And the same thing that we have designed in our joint education proposal, like hosting events. I think Mr. Lewis is also part of the team, and he is asking about that very possibility. Hosting events around issues of sustainability in Thailand. I think you provided us with a very fantastic budget that you actually adopted and used in packaging that very proposal. So what I want to ask now is that if any member of GSLSN or any member that is connected to the GSLSN is having a kind of issues like that, can they link up to you to discuss it? Then you can see how we can come into the picture to assist such kind of a candidate. Is it feasible, something that you are looking into?
Yes.
All right. All right.
Yes.
That is very fantastic. That is very fantastic. And I don't know if we have some other questions or other comments from the members. Anolu Akpo, what do you think? Yes, I called your name before I asked the question. What do you think, Anolu Akpo?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So thank you, Ms. Warawan, for that wonderful presentation. It's been a very engaging one. And I like the fact that it's centered on education. We know, like, in as much as quite a number of people still have the opportunity, still have access to education, whether formal or informal to a certain extent. I also know that there are lots of people around the world who are at a disadvantage, perhaps due to financial reasons or due to language barrier or whatever reason. And I actually like the fact that you are taking a wonderful initiative of, working in the sphere of your environment, that is Thailand, in helping people have better access to education. And the fact that you are not just focused on a subsection of the system, but it has different categories that you are working upon. It's a very wonderful work you are doing. It's a very wonderful project. And I also like the collaborative perspective you have brought into the work you are doing. It's very commendable. Yeah, so the session has been engaging so far. I've learned from people who have contributed as well. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. And Mr. Bayo Adeyemo, are you there? Mr. Bayo Adeyemo, are you there? Okay, we don't have him at the moment. Latifa, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good morning.
Okay, Mr. Bayo, yeah, go on.
Yeah, thanks to the presenter for a work well done. We really enjoying the presentation. So I expect this kind of collaboration with these global people. So it's a welcome idea, and we commend the presenter be able to even try to encourage us about the involvement of our local language and and the funding and the so and then talking about the research and about the quantitative and qualitative of doing research and the entire initiative of the company is a welcome idea, which I encourage every one of us to try to invest and maybe if there are many some opportunity there to derive from. And then the contribution of the professors that have spoken about the inclusiveness of the people. So in living ourselves in different way and manner. So which and they talking about the quantitative and qualitative of research, it make us to go in deep into what is really happening in our environment, conducting research in qualitative and quantitative way. So I really commend the center. And as you have said, you try to analyze some things when after the presenters have presented to make some analysis about what this program initiative is all about collaborating with people, involvement, gathering people together to make a better world and this world sustainable for us to live in. Thank you once again, Doctor and the presenter.
Yeah, thank you so much for that remark. Uh, Anisat Adebisi, you want to say something? And Latifa, you want to say something? Yes, Miss Warawa, you want to say something? Yeah.
Yes, I just would like to share like one thing that I forgot to mention is like about the education because when Louis right said talk about cartoon right now what we are doing is like what we do is a game for the young children. Like we visit the school and then we do like the game base for them. And it's like this is like what we did and what we found is like it's quite interesting and it's like it's very is how do I say is more effective than you just go to the school like the researcher, but you go to the school like their friends and they are very happy and the children and the young children ask like when we will visit the school again, they would like to play game with us again, but what that they already answer is already in our research, so it is like a new kind of data collection that I'm quite very enjoyable with them. Yes.
Yes, I think that is where Mr. Yuen is actually very much interested in, and I'm seeing like yes, there may be some collaboration because that is what he does, and that is what his company is actually into. So I think we can have a kind of a session where we can figure out how collaboration can come in into the picture. And likewise, Professor Yusuf Florence Yusuf is also an educationist and also like work around most of these materials as well. So Latifa and Anissa, do you have something? You have something about this very session? Is there anything about this very session you want to comment on? Because I believe that there are a lot of activities around the health sector that you may have interest to discuss with Ms. Warawan, especially on the research and also on certain projects. Do you have anything like that to discuss today? Yes, I think the last question that I want to ask Ms. Warren about this very presentation is that in how many countries now do you have collaborators? Because you have 36 plus now. but they are basically different organizations. Majority of them from your presentation were actually the non-profit organizations, which you are trying to support with how to prepare their documents, how to package their reports, how to actually organize their session meetings and the rest like that. In how many countries do you have collaboration now?
Yeah, basically they are from Southeast Asia and South Asia and also East Asia like Japan, Korea, and the last one is in European Union. It is like coming from Romania, Germany, something like that. And also you are the only one from Africa, Dr. Sahid.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes.
And yes, I think I like Reverend Godfrey to talk on this very issue. Our collaboration on the services being provided by the Educon, your foundation, and also the community of the association that you are aligned with. What do you think? What do you think? Are you seeing any opportunities to collaborate with this very platform, Reverend Godfrey? Reverend Godfrey, are you there?
Yes, I'm there now.
Yeah.
My brother, Dr. Said, and I don't know how to speak the name.
Yeah, just go ahead, no problem about the name.
Yes, the name is difficult. But today, currently
Yeah.
in the world today is connected globally. It is interconnected. And as I told you, I would like to appreciate what is partnership, collaboration, networking, and connection. Without those four components, then we cannot achieve our best goals. Me, I grew up as an orphan without parents. I grew with my grandmother. And I suffered too much in my life during my toddler age when I was a baby. I lacked love. I never had love from my parents. I was discriminated. I lacked some basic needs. And I suffered too much in life when I was growing, not until when I got someone like you and picked me and now gave me an opportunity to study while working as a school porter. I did the work of portering for the school while studying for 6 years. And I want to suggest that we can have like a branch in Uganda, we can have a branch in other countries, but we should extend this appreciation to our sister and ask her to help us, give us an opportunity of developing a comprehensive partnership document. Our brother Dr. Said can help us and be in the lead, and we have a comprehensive document presentation to you. After analyzing and studying it, you can also present it to other friends. But we can start from here and develop a very strategic partnership that will help in Africa. Because Africa, we can have a branch where we can all have a common understanding and share all our challenges from, because we are the people who can solve our own problems.
Community Health Empowerment Ministry Partnership in Uganda. Then the second one, you say Godfrey Bamukama Survivors Foundation for Children Initiative in Uganda. Yeah. So what I want to understand by these two initiatives or platform is that are they duly registered in Uganda as foundation? And what are the major things that you are doing under these two initiatives, so that we can have an insight about your activity?
Okay, thank you so much. Briefly, I have struggled and scratched my head for so long. I have written a lot of documents trying to solve the problems in our community. Community Health Empowerment Ministry is a holistic approach or ministry or model that is intending to help people in Uganda, partly in my communities in Kanungu district, to fight against poverty, because poverty and hunger have become a threat to the vulnerable families here. And here in this area, I am looking at agriculture, helping people, community members, especially women, and few men who come on board, registered, to train them every week. They meet every week. They are registered in groups, and I meet them according to the timetable I have made for a month. And each group suggests any activities that they would like me to take them through, depending on how their availability and the willingness to participate in my trainings. And so in each group, I have 30 groups. 30 groups of people. Each group is composed of 25 members. So each group is trained for a period of 3 months, and then identify activities, for example, in agriculture, where they participate in local resource mobilization, and I buy for them some goats, some piglets, and even some groups have acquired some cows. I will even share a link of the photographs where I have done a great work in these groups. Some other groups have been trained in tailoring and knitting skills. And I have opened a small skilling center of training some young marrieds and those young girls who have become impregnated and they have run away from school. So I want to capture them from the village. And even in the same way, we try to train members and help them in sanitation hygiene, so that we avoid these other common diseases that affect their health. Then Godfrey Byamukama Survivor Foundation program, this is an initiative resulting from my suffering when I was very young. It is looking at establishing a training center which will help young people to acquire education from primary level, nursery school, but I have not established this school because I want to look for partners who would support my work and help our children in vulnerable families, those children in poor families where even parents cannot support them. This is what I am basically doing here, because I have commitment, zeal, passion, and I'm available to help my people. Thank you.
Yeah, and yes, part of the question, are the two platforms registered with the government in Uganda? Have you registered them formally?
Yes, Godfrey Byamukama Survivor Foundation for Children Initiative Uganda is registered with the government of Uganda for non-profit making organization.
Okay. All right. Thank you, and thank you for the wonderful job you are actually doing. And yes, it has been very fantastic experience that what you pass through, you're actually fighting hard and fighting for humanity, not to repeat itself on the fate of others. This is very wonderful. This is very humanity, of course, and we thank you so sincerely for that. Mr. Warawan, I think what I'm thinking now is that most of the platform like this that are actually doing wonderfully well, and are actually looking forward to how the global pillars and global drivers can actually uh, be in support of what they're actually doing. I think these are part of what we are actually looking towards, and this is part of what I have penciled down to discuss with you. Actually, we have been doing it, but I think when we have some that are cropping up that are very valid and feasible, I think we can make them a point of reference in most of the proposals that we are actually working on. And I want to bring Professor Yusuf into the picture here too. Prof Ma, I think we are heading positively towards what we are set to achieve on GSLSN. I think with your experience driving global collaboration in resolving most of the issue, I think it is something that is becoming a reality now. What do you think about
The partnership, the collaboration, because the problem cross across the global world. And if we don't put the energy together to get it done, we may not get good results. But if we come together as a team from different parts of the world to find solution to this global world problem, it's going to be a great thing. Because if you are doing it alone in your own corner, you may not be able to generalize from the findings. But by the time we have a kind of comparison analysis about the problems we are having all over the world, we are going to get there and we'll be able to achieve the sustainable development goals. It's a great idea and we can do it together. It is workable. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, I think, yes, Reverend Godfrey, I am doing this to assure you that we have people that are committed and we have people that share your vision. And of course, what you are thinking about is doable. I think I saw a grant on the Mercator Foundation that he said they cannot actually fund any project that is less than 100 million US dollars. And I was, wow. Okay, how do you align the thoughts, build a project that is as big as that? It can only happen from collaboration. It can only happen from partnership with people that share the same vision and the same value of changing the world. And that is where we are driving to. So thank you so much, sincerely. Ms. Warawan, do you have any other clarification or comments you want to say before we close this session for today?
Let me just say hi to Ms. Warawan too. I enjoy our presentation.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Ms. Warawan, do you have the departing word or some words that you want to say on this session today before we close this session? Thank you.
Thank you. Actually, I hope that it is not I aim to promote my company, but I would like to inform everyone that I have my organization and I'm very happy to be part of this network, GSLSN network. And then I feel like if I can do whatever I can, I will try my best to support. And I think like this is I actually, because right now I found some opportunity that the Southeast Asia or like Africa can collaborate, and not only these two regions, but at the global level as well. So we can find some similar topic, especially agriculture and climate change. That is quite we are like close together. So I think yes, with the coordination of Dr. Sahid, I think I will hear some update from you, and I will try my best to support every of you. Thank you.
Is going to wrap it up for today for us. Yes, Ms. Warawan, over to you.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Sahid. And as I said, I think I consider myself as part of the network already. And with my organization capacity, I'm very happy to support the network. And but whenever you have anything that you think I can do, or if I cannot do it myself, I may have some connection and some information that can link you to the right person. So please feel free to contact me, and I hope that this will be the beginning of our collaboration. Yes.
Thank you so much. And let's check our chat boxes. We have some contacts there. Let's copy them. Let's link up on LinkedIn. We can also put ours there so that we can connect to one another. Yes, we have some comments in the comment section and the rest like that. And I think on the LinkedIn, we have uh, some other contacts there. Please let us. And like we have said, LinkedIn is the best platform for us to connect, because that is where it is more professional, and we don't have junks that are being posted most of the times. Not like the other platform I don't want to mention. I don't want to mention some other platform. Yes, thank you so much. And as we are doing that, I will call on uh, Mr. Christian to close the session for us today. Mr. Christian.
Once again, I'll say thank you for the opportunity. Like I do say, passion first, then commitment comes. If we have passion for what we are doing, then commitment will be the least in our mind, because passion will push commitment. And also, I think one of the best way to get connected is through networking. And I have to say, we should just keep doing what we do and be more passionate about it. I know it's not easy most of the time when it comes to humanitarian services, because there are lots at stake. We have to push a lot of things aside before we contribute. And on this note, I'll say thank you for your participation and all the guests present. Thank you so much. And do thank you, Dr.
And
Sahid.
on this note, we want to thank everybody. Yeah, on this, we want to thank everybody, and do have a very wonderful weekend, and we connect to discuss some other matters. Thank you so much, Ms. Morawan, and everybody. Thank you so much, Dr. Yusuf Olayinka.